Kababayan Today. Earlier, before we went to break, we had a call from Felipe asking kung kapag may tattoo ba kayo, is this going to be a hindrance in getting your green card? And attorney Richard Loew said no, but make sure that it's not affiliated with any gang symbols. But during the break, we also talked about this, and it wouldn't be a good idea to have, you know, symbols of drugs or any other affiliation to criminal activities as a tattoo, right?
Exactly, because that, you know, there are certain bars to getting your green card, and drug use is one of them. And so if you have tattoos that tend to indicate drug use, then you might be questioned about it, and that might bring up a whole host of issues.
Right. So wag po kayong magpatattoo ng mga simbolo na might get you into trouble. Anyway, we have on the phone, kasama natin si John from Sunland. John, anong tanong mo para sa ating immigration attorney ngayong araw na ito?
Magandang araw po sa inyo. Happy New Year. Tatanong ko lang po, ma'am, kung is there any way that H2B Visa can change his status? He's been here for 8 years. He's not even violating any law, and he's keeping updated for his taxes. Just wondering if there any chances that he can change his status or get some a working permit or something like that.
Yeah. Okay, so let's clarify for people that don't know, what is an H2B as opposed to an H1B?
The H2B, unlike the H1B, the H1B's main requirement is the bachelor's degree. The H2B does not have such a requirement. The H2B is still a work-related visa, but it's primarily used more for seasonal work, for intermittent work, and so there's a wider range of professions or jobs that H2B can be applicable for. So with regards to this question of whether an H2B can change to any other category, the H2B, the H1B, any of the whole host of alphabet non-immigrant temporary visas, all of them, including the H2B, can indeed go ahead and change over to any other type of temporary non-immigrant visa. There's some limitations with the J visa, but generally speaking, if you are maintaining your status, complying with your H2B or other non-immigrant visa, you really are working for the company that sponsored you, you're complying with all of the terms and haven't violated it, then there are generally opportunities and avenues for you to switch over to any other type of non-immigrant visa, including, for example, switching from H2B to H1B if you in fact have the college degree, or perhaps if you want to go ahead and go back to school, you can switch over to an F1 student visa.
Student visa.
Exactly.
Okay.
So yes, there is certainly hope.
Okay, great. We have on the phone, kasama natin si Nida from Laguna Hills. Nida, ano po yung tanong ninyo ngayong araw na to?
Hi, good afternoon po sa inyo. Tungkol sa brother ko, nag-petition po siya ng dalawa niyang anak, single adults. Nung green card holder pa siya, plus last November po last year, naging citizen siya. Ano po kaya yung kanyang doon? Magiging result doon sa kanyang single adult petition.
Okay, so he just became a citizen, and we have this question all the time, right? So Allison or Richard, how do we answer her question?
So in her situation, he filed a petition for his single adult children under the F2B category. He just became a U.S. citizen, and so now it switches, the naturalization does switch that classification from the F2B to the F1. And it's wonderful that he became a U.S. citizen, and we encourage everyone who is a green card holder to become U.S. citizens, because now you have the added benefit of looking at both the F1 category and F2B category, and whichever category renders you eligible to obtain your visa first, you can go with that category. And so she did mention that he just filed the petition for his kids, I believe, November of 2015. The F1 category that are able to finalize and get the green cards. That category is right now at June of 2003. The F2B category final action date is at June of 2005. So it is currently a little bit faster to get your green card as a green card holder. However, just to mix things up a little bit more, if you're here in the United States, it's actually better to be a U.S. citizen and go under the F1 category because it's earlier to be able to file for your green card and also your work permit. Okay. But the main point is becoming a U.S. citizen gives you those options of both the F1 and F2B, and it makes things faster whichever way.
Okay, and I just have to say personally, if you have an attorney that knows all these dates, that is a big plus because it gets confusing, you know? There's a lot of dates and paperwork that you need to go to. Meron po tayong isa pang caller, si Sapornino is on the phone, calling Kababayan Today. Ano pong tanong nyo, Sapornino?
Magandang hapon sa iyo, Ms. G.
Magandang hapon po.
Gagayon din sa mga attorney natin dyan.
Good afternoon.
Ang tanong ko po ang mother ko po citizen na.
Okay.
Ako po 27 years na rito sa Amerika. Ako po ba citizen na rin po o kailangan pa po ako mag-apply ng citizen ng Amerika?
Are you a green card holder now?
Yeah, green card.
Okay, so he has a green card. He's been here for 27 years. He's thinking, does he still have to become a citizen if he's been here this long?
You know, this is a good question. Some of it is personal, I mean, what you want to do, but as we were just speaking now about the benefits for in getting your children here, that's obviously one reason that a lot of people want to become citizens, and certainly for your parents too. I don't see any real reason not to become a citizen.
I know the $700 or plus that you have to.
But for $700, I mean, that's not really that big of a reason compared to the other things that can go wrong if you're a permanent resident. So if you're, you know, little things can go wrong in your life that then suddenly make your residency in jeopardy. For example, just committing a small crime that could, you know, bouncing your check is a crime of moral turpitude that could theoretically render you removable from the United States. You know, there's lots of things that can go wrong. So if you're going to be here long term, I think it's important to solidify yourself and get your citizenship. And also, it provides you the benefits of voting.
Yes, voting. Voting season is coming up. We will be right back here on Kababayan Today. Join us when we return.